Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Oracle Card Guidance and Lesson. It's me, Colette Baron-Reid. But before we get started, I have put together something very special for you this month as a present. It is the month of love, after all. It's February. So I put together a really cool guide called the Heart-Centered Guide for Loving Yourself and Others. There's tips, there's affirmations, there's a gratitude list for self-compassion. I give you a recommendation to read something. I give you a beautiful guided meditation on forgiveness. It's gorgeous. Like I think I said, affirmations, a crystal spirit for the month. You name it, it's in there. It's beautiful. So why not? It's a gift. We all need more love. So I've given you some love. So just click on the link below and check it out, and you'll get it instantly for free. My present to you. Now, we are going to use Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'm going to start by pulling the first card, which will tell us it's a reflection card as to where we all are right now. And we're beginning the week with work. So it's chop wood, carry water. There's nothing hugely important in front of us except to stay in the now, stay in today, and do what's in front of us. That's actually a really good advice card for a week. So chop wood, carry water, do the small things, taking care of the small things, since big things can't be handled this week, according to this. But let's find out what the obstacle card is. So the card that crosses us either crosses us to show us what's against us, or it's helping us somehow. Yeah, community, that's really good. So community card is actually quite good here. So choosing the type of community to be in and really recognizing when something is in alignment or something is out of alignment. So being very choosy about your community is going to be important, certainly if you're online, and also kind of sticking close to your friends that you know are your friends, and making sure you connect with them too. So that's kind of like the chop wood card too. It's like if you haven't phoned home, phone home, or you haven't called any of your friends lately, or you haven't actually made the time to make those connections, even if they kind of make you tired, you're supposed to do it this week. Okay, now what's the foundation? This is nice. So the foundation is regeneration. That's what's promised. So that's what's at the bottom of all of this is change. But it's a kind of change that represents something that has died in us, or that has to die, when we know the society is making big changes right now. So lots of things aren't the same. But this is a promise of spring. So you see that there's this fiery quality at the bottom, underneath the ground, and then up comes the sprouted leaves. So this is really important for us to remember this, that whatever we're going through right now is temporary, because spring is around the corner, and we will see evidence of new life, because it is promised in the regeneration card. And so at the foundation, we really know this. So the past, now I love this because this is what we bring to us. In the past, we learned how to be goofy, okay? So I know that sounds silly, but when happy shows up in the protection position, it reminds us not to take ourselves seriously, and really reminds us that we can still have enjoyment and joy and bliss and fun and laughter in spite of the crap that's going on around us. This card says, hey, you know how to do this. This is not something brand new. You can bring it in. So remember, the past card tells us what thread we're still working with in the new patterns that we're weaving. Now, what's the highest we can expect right now? So like what's on top? So I'm getting a sense to go in here. Time to go. Actually, I had turned that around. So it is time to go in the upright position. So time to go is, hey, if we try to hold on to our old ideas, the result will be nil until we let go. Absolutely. That's a phrase that I have borrowed from a program I know. Anyway, this is saying the same thing. It's like, hey, you got to keep moving regardless of anything. This is about moving towards something unknown, moving towards something uncharted, moving towards a brand new door. This is like, I really genuinely need to really get that what was isn't there. And so now I have to keep moving forward and leaving behind in order to regenerate, right, we have to leave the dead wood behind in some way. So, but again, to be pleasant about it, it's like decluttering your house. Maybe this is what this is saying. It's time to declutter the house. It's time to go. Like throw the stuff out you don't want or need. Yeah, it really is also too here with the community card that you might need to help your community more. Maybe it's financially if you have the money, maybe it's your time, whatever contribution that you have, your community may need you, and you're totally okay with being there. What's around the corner is no place like home. So beautiful. So I wonder if this is a big decluttering going on here, because I've got the home card. We're time to go, chop wood, regeneration. So if we were to look at this, we want to feel safe. We want to feel at home, and we want to be accountable for that. So this is quite a pleasant week in terms of the work that we have been invited to do. So let's take a look at these 4 cards that are going to be woven into our experience. And these are the things that come to us. It's not stuff we generate, right? So it's the atmosphere that we enter into, and these are the things that are going on. So to the sea is in the protection. The message here is very clearly your boat's not going to capsize. So although, see the change in the wind and chaos and conflict, this is already happening. There's change. You didn't make the change. You didn't create the change. You didn't cause the change. You can't cure the change. You have to sort of go with the flow. And even if it feels like, oh, I don't know about going with the flow. What if I drown? And you won't. That's what this card says. Hey, you might have some rocky seas every once in a while, but you can do it. Remember I said before this card, in the past, I talked about when chaos and conflict was in the protection position. I like to see that as being in the eye of the storm. And you actually know there, oh, hey, I already know this change. This change is familiar to me, so I'm just going to sit in the middle. And then staying in the moment, being at the here and now card is always about that. It's about staying in 24 hours. Very manageable, bite-sized pieces of your life are very doable for everybody this week. Again, it feels a little bit more structured, asking us to stay put in the now and the day, and know that whatever changes are upon us is actually a good thing, because it does say that this new life comes out of the death of the old. No place like home is reflected by the happy and protection, which is like, hey, I can be playful. I can actually have a different attitude as well for what happens to me in my life this week. And know that regardless that things are uncomfortable and a little chaotic and quite challenging some days, I know this is coming too. So this is at the foundation. I'm not in charge, right? Who's large and in charge? Not me, not you, but Spirit is. So remember, take your action, chop wood, small steps, small things to do this week, and you will find that this week will go by relatively, well, it'll be what it is. If you like this video, well, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell. And if you'd like to see our videos come into your inbox, well, sure enough, there they'll be. And also leave a comment. We love to read your comments, and I'll see you next time.